Hi everyone, my name is Julie. Thank you so much for watching. Today we are doing our 1 month, 1 palette update. I'm very excited. This is the last month I get to try eyeshadow palettes. Whew. And boy, after doing this for 2 years, I feel like I've learned a lot about eyeshadow palettes. I feel like I learned about what's in my collection, which is awesome. And I'm excited to move forward to something new for 2021. Let me know if you want me to continue this project or do another Pan That palette, but maybe in like a bigger form. You know, I'm doing only a mini one this year because I was doing something like this, so I want to know, would you rather see a Pan That palette or this? I don't know how many eyeshadows I've got left to do both. I might have to like repeat some through here. But yeah, let's see what I thought of the products last month. Because I'm really excited about it. I tried this Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum palette. This is just their little mini guy. This thing is so freaking awesome. It's so awesome. I have it on my eyes today, and I love the look I was able to get. And I've been loving 90% of the looks I've gotten out of this palette. So this is what she looks like. On my eyes today, I've got this kind of shimmery light gold shade all over the eyes, and then I put this kind of like a warm caramel color just on the outer crease. I didn't even put any depth in it or anything, and I just think it looks so good. It looks like fresh and fall, and I'm excited about that. This is probably the shade I've been digging for the most out of this palette. This burgundy one here, it has great pigmentation. It comes off brown on the eyes instead of the red. It does have warmth to it. It's a very warm brown, but it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. But it was okay. This gold, fine. These like matte shade, fine. This shimmer shade down here is really pretty. This is probably the second most worn out of this palette, just for like obvious boring reasons of I like a champagne lid. But I just thought this was really good. I like this. I think this is different from pretty much anything else I have in my collection, so this was definitely a keep for me. And I pulled it out at the perfect time. I wore this all the way leading up to Halloween. I wore this past Halloween. I'm wearing this today. I really can't get enough of this palette. So, and there's a lot of product in here. It looks like I barely used it, right? And I probably used this 15 times. And there's nothing. There's like very little use out of it. So I want to check out the mini one they're having this year and see. The gingerbread palette this year, the big Too Faced palette, is intriguing me, but I just have so many palettes to go through, but it's still intriguing me. If it goes on sale, I might have to check that one out. Okay, so for the month of November/December, I have chosen a palette I actually just bought because I can't wait to get my paws onto this. This is the McGrath eyeshadow palette. This is in Sublime. Eye Ecstasy in the Sublime. This has Sinful, Gold Nectar, Sextrovert, Licit, and Corruption in it. I just bought this last month when I moved back here to the States. Eventually I'll stop talking about my move, but I'm still scarred by it. Oh, but look at these shimmer shades. They are all shimmery. And you might be like, Julie, that's weird. You can't get an entire look out of this palette. I thought you don't like that. Yes, except for the fact in my mini Pan That palette, I am trying to use up a lot of mattes. So I didn't want a palette that could draw away from the mattes, but I wanted some variety. And this is what I pulled for. And basically, as soon as I touched this at the end of last month, I was like, I can't wait to use that. I'm going to use that like now. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I love this like greeny shade. This gold is beautiful. That taupe is fantastic. This red I'm going to have to explore. This brown I probably won't touch. I just don't do a shimmer dark brown. That's not really my thing, but maybe I'll play with that in the outer corner. We'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath about this, but yeah, it's just really, really pretty. I'll show you. I'll swatch some colors. Let's do the ones that I'm not going to touch as much. Look at that. Look at that shine. Isn't that just freaking amazing? Look at that. Like the pigmentation, the butteriness, the way just it touches and feels on the skin is just, you can tell this is quality. Look at this gold. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's just quality. And I'm excited to try this out. I hope the lasting power is good. That's going to be the big kind of question about this. But man, if you just look at those. I mean, compare them to the Too Faced. Like, the pigmentation, like, look how much further this goes. Like, a little dab will do you. It's just nice. You can just tell Pat McGrath really put in a lot of thought into the formula of these eyeshadows, and I'm excited to give her palette some love. I do love her eye looks. I think Pat McGrath is just like a fantastic artist, so I'm excited to try it and see. I don't think I'll declutter it. You guys know my goal was to declutter 4 to 6 palettes. I've decluttered 4 with 2 maybes from last month, those like green and gold palettes, but I think I'm just going to keep them just to give myself some variety. We'll see what ends up happening. Hint, 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 hint. No, I think I will. Because I didn't hate them enough to get rid of them, and I feel like in this project, I've really learned, like, if I'm not going to use it, I really would like to get rid of it, but in those few instances, I am going to use those shades. Yeah. And the Natasha Denona one versus the Wet n Wild, there are definitely some pros and cons between the two, so hopefully maybe I'll pan one of those next year. I don't know. There's so many palettes I want to pan because I want to give so many of my palettes love. And I'm just at that stage of my life where I actually love everything in my collection, and isn't that the goal in the end? I feel like out of 5 years of doing this channel, it's like, is it 4 years? I started like January 1st, right after I got married, and I just had my 5th anniversary. So we're finishing up our 4th year. I really feel like I've actually learned a lot about my collection. I feel like that I have most products that I love. I mean, there's still things I haven't tried yet because I was a hoarder last time I worked at Ulta, and I'm working on that now. But that is where we're at. Thank you so much for watching. If you have used the Pat McGrath or if you have used the Too Faced, let people know down below what you think of them. I like Too Faced formula. I feel like it's nice, it's buttery, it's good pigmentation, it's easy to use. There's enough basic colors that you can get really good looks out of pretty much every palette that they have in their collection, but they also have some like pops that can draw the eye and make it more interesting. Let me know how you feel about Too Faced. Maybe I should do a Too Faced palette collection. I don't have all the palettes. Like, I don't have the chocolate. Do I have the chocolate? No, I've got chocolate bonbon and I've got the peach palette, but I don't have like their other big ones. But maybe you guys want to see something like that. I do have quite a few Tarts things. But, oh, actually I have a lot of limited edition stuff too. But I don't know if you're interested at all. Leave that down below as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in my next video. Happy fanning!